Wow. The weird ways my life has changed since I opened up that Clubhouse app. I'll tell you what. I mean, listen, we don't need to get into it all here. It's probably not interesting if you weren't there. But Bill Burr came in last night, and it was a really exciting evening for everybody in the Comedy Podcast Club. I was up there on stage helping to kind of guide the festivities from one direction to the other, and it was a total. From my side, it was a total and complete shit show. Like, it was just...
You were getting all the people wanting to talk.
I know. 14,000 people came in and out of that room, which may not sound like a lot. You know, Bill Burr can probably put 40,000 in a stage in a theater in Las Vegas. But for the Clubhouse app, which averages between 200 and 300 people on a bigger room, 14,000 people coming in and out. They all weren't there at the same time. It's about 2,000 at one time, but 14,000 people coming in and out. And, 1.2 of them want to ask Bill a question. Yeah. And it was just if you know how the app works, then they raise their hand, then I get notified that they raised their hand, and then I got to say yes or no, or just leave it alone.
How did you choose? I mean, it's almost like, well, how do you know who to pick?
Well, let me be a little transparent about this. There are people that are on the app in the comedy world that I know who have been doing great work in the comedy world on Clubhouse, and I felt that I needed to address some, not that I needed to, but that I wanted to. Like, they've been working so hard on this app to keep comedy alive in this time of COVID, and Clubhouse is one of those places where they have been, and they have been leading the charge. And so
You want to give them some love?
Yeah, me and Jen, who facilitates the club with me, we kind of made a decision. If these people come in the app, we will give them some attention because they have done that. And also the guys that are in the Comedy Podcast Club already, all of, we call them the 7, right? The 7 who started this with us. But, it was the reason why I think it was such a success on every level. But one of the things I would say was a little bit of a disappointment. There's always going to be something you didn't like, right? And I don't want to look at the negative side. I want to say that it was a great room, and Bill Burr was so generous with his fucking time. And some of the things that he said, I've never seen Bill like that. He is always
very candid.
Yeah, he was very mellow and candid. Never like he is on late. I mean, because on late night he's got 15 minutes to be funny, right?
Yeah,
but
you
here
gotta pack it in.
He breathed a little bit more. And so one of the things that we didn't quite get to, that would just disappointed me a little bit, is I wish we had gotten to some more questions. Eddie Brill who formerly booked the Dave Letterman show. He did a great job. He does a great job interviewing these people. It's just that you just wish you had a few more minutes. That's it. That's all you do. You wish you had a few more minutes. And that's the only regret that I wake up with this morning, is that I wish we had a few more minutes. And that's not really anything I can control. It just is the way it is. Yeah. But if you're listening to this and when it's coming out on May 4th, Stephen Wright will be inside of Clubhouse with us Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you need an invitation, DM us. We've got an invite. If you do not have the Clubhouse app, that's okay. We can give you the Clubhouse. We give you access to the Clubhouse app, even though it's invite only, because we are now so very special inside of Clubhouse. Everybody does it. Whatever.
Nice. That's gonna be fun.
What I thought was great, and what I thought was just interesting, was one of the Clubhouse executives was there. And she was like, "Oh, we're all talking about this room on the back channel and how great it is." And for that moment, not necessarily for me, but for the whole crew who helped put this together, I was like, that was a moment of pride. I was like, wow,
Yes, you're being noticed.
But no one fucking cares at the end of the day. No one. Here's the thing.
Were they giving you respect?
They were giving me respect, but I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure anybody gives a shit about the guy in the corner with the bald head. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are people in the app who are actually I'm not doing anything. I'm just picking people to talk. I happen to be helping put the rooms together. Yeah, but let's be honest about it. Bill Burr isn't returning Bryan Green's phone call. He doesn't even know the fuck I am, right? But if you know how the app works, so in order for Bill to get up on stage with us, he's got to follow me so I can bring him up without him being in the audience, where then I have to go find him. Well, Bill obviously took a quick photograph on his phone of himself in some backstage area somewhere. He looked nothing like Bill Burr, right? He's got he's taking it from way below his chin. It's like one of those really, quick selfies that obviously was not planned out. No one helped him with, which is authentic, and I liked it. Yeah. But I would have never recognized that face in a crowd full of 2,000 people. In order to avoid that kind of fuckery, just like Caroline Ray the week before, he had to find me and follow me so then I can pull him up on stage right away. So we don't get there any drama, right? I can look him up real quick and pull him. Well, of course, again, this happens at the very, very last minute, right? Of course, I didn't get Bill's phone number this time. Damn it. But, so the way that the app works is that you can follow people and people follow you. Yeah. Bill had exactly, as soon as he got on the app, 30 minutes before this show started, he had 30 followers instantaneously.
I'm sure.
Right?
Yeah.
So I then follow Bill, and then Bill follows me within 5 minutes of the show. So we're scrambling. Boom, right?
Yeah.
Now Bill Burr, by the time the show is halfway over, he's got like 1,100 followers, right? I mean, just an insane amount of followers.
Yeah.
And he's only following 4 people. And one of them is Bryan Green.
That's right.
So for one moment in time, I am everything I want to be. And in that... Oh, Bill's gone. Bill shut down his account. Oh, Bill.
But it did happen.
It did happen.